Hi there, welcome back. Today I want to share something a little different. These are Japan things that foreigners often find surprising. But to be honest, even Japanese people sometimes think, wait, we really do that? Like that. Are you excited? Here we go. Number 1. Vending machines are everywhere. Vending machines are everywhere. And they are not destroyed. In Japan, vending machines are everywhere. It's really not just in busy areas, but in neighborhoods, near parks, sometimes even on quiet streets. If you take the number of vending machines and divide it by Japan's land area, it comes out to roughly one vending machine every 380 meters on average. So this means if you go straight on the street 380 meters, you can find a vending machine. 380 meters is about 1,250 feet. Can you imagine that? Of course, Japan is not evenly filled with vending machines. In the mountains, you might see almost none. In big cities, they are super dense. Sometimes you find them in the countryside too. Not everywhere, but in the places you actually need one. And the surprising part is, they are usually not broken, not vandalized, just quietly sitting there working 24/7. Number 2, I think you might have heard it before. At once, toilets can be too clean. Of course, not all of them, but still. Japanese toilets, not every single one is perfect, but the average level can feel unusually high. It's really high, I think. And some toilets are honestly a full experience. A warm seat and a built-in bidet, meaning it can wash you with a gentle stream of water or hot water you can choose, and with adjustable pressure. If you like the strong pressure, you can choose one. If you want to low pressure, you can choose one. There are some buttons. A stop button, sometimes even a deodorizer, and a sound button to hide noise. And it's not only in public places either. In Japan, having features at home is pretty normal. It's really normal too. Even if you live in older apartment and your toilet doesn't have them, you can actually hire a professional and have a washlet style seat installed. The cost really depends on the model, but it's often like 2万円から5、6万円. It's like 20,000 yen to I think 5 or 60,000 yen. So in this rate, it be $200 or $300 it costs. And maybe because it's so comfortable, because they're a warm seat. Oh, it's comfortable, right? And you can clean your video or something. And yeah, it's kind of relaxation space. It could be. So maybe because it's so comfortable, my husband takes forever in the bathroom, especially in the morning. Seriously, he doesn't come out. What do you think? Number 3, staff often walk you to the entrance. In Japan, after you pay, staff will often walk with you all the way to the entrance. Hair salon, clothing stores, car dealerships. It happens a lot. Of course, in restaurants too. It's kind and polite. It's good. But sometimes I think it can be a little awkward because you're walking together in the quiet, polite moment and you're like, okay, what do we talk about for the next 10 seconds? So you keep smiling, they keep smiling, you're both being super polite. That's the typical Japanese style, I think. Okay, number 4. The bowing lasts forever. In some industries or companies, this depends on the industry or company, but there is one place where I personally notice it a lot. Car dealership. Sometimes even after you are already leaving, they keep bowing forever until your car turns and you completely disappear. It's like they're bowing your taillights. It's very respectful and also it's a little too much, I think. You don't have to do that, Yeah, you will be surprised. Even me, I was surprised. Wow, forever. I should come out as soon as possible like that. Number 5, Starbucks is basically a study hall. In Japan, Starbucks is not just coffee. For many people, it's a workplace. People bring laptops, textbooks, iPads, and they stay for a long time, quietly studying. So the downside is, on weekends, it can be really hard to find a seat. Even some people start to have an interview or meeting, online meeting or online interviews. This is a bad manner, of course, so I am really shocked to see them, and I hope Starbucks or some cafes will be a space for anyone who can feel like relaxed, By the way, how is it in your country? Is Starbucks mostly for chatting, or do people also study and work too? I would be glad if you tell me that. So from here, I will teach you some phrases that you can use at Starbucks or other cafes. So, because of the situation in Japan, a staff at Starbucks often ask you before you order, お席はありますか? This means, do you have a seat? Like, お席はありますか? お席はありますか? Okay, let's read together. お席. This means seat in a polite way. What means like is. ありますか? It also means is in a polite way. お席はありますか? Do you have a seat? Do you have a seat? Okay, let's say it together. お席はありますか? Our staffs ask you because so many people are sitting there for a long time for their study or work. So it's very hard to find a seat, as I said. So, お席はありますか? is the common question at casual cafe like Starbucks in Japan. And I strongly recommend you need to find a seat and take it, like save the seat before you order. Okay, next, number 6. Tokyo street are narrow and the parking is shockingly small. If you drive in central Tokyo, you might be surprised by how narrow some streets are. So if you are planning to drive, please check the route in advance. Street view can save you. And about parking, yes, even regular paid parking lots can be tight, but the truly crazy ones are private home driveways. Some house parking spaces are honestly brutal. Yeah, it's almost impossible to park there like that. So if you are renting a car in Tokyo, a smaller car is usually the safest choice. The same is true even in Kyoto, a major tourist city. Number 7. Japanese summer is aggressively humid. People maybe imagine that Japan has cherry blossoms and calm vibes, but summer can be intense. Not just hot and super humid. It's very dangerous. It can feel like warm, wet air and your energy disappears very quickly. This is like that summer in Japan. I'm wearing something clothes and eye makeup and my kids are excited to go out. Okay, let's go. And open the door. No, we shouldn't go out today. Like this. Very hot and humid. Very. And yes, heat stroke happens a lot. So if you visit Japan in summer, please bring a hat, sunscreen, and water. And honestly, our sun umbrella helps a lot. I think our sun umbrella save your life. It's not exact rate. Okay? Summer in Japan is not gentle. Be careful. Number 8. Japan is very good at turning normal things into entertainment. This is one of my favorites. In Japan, we are kind of talented at taking something ordinary and turning into a full experience. For example, Sento. Sento is the place that I mentioned the first 10 unspoken rules video. It's a public bath and saunas. It's not just to take a bath. Some places feel like a mini amusement park. You can have a relaxation area, manga corners, great food, souvenir shops. It becomes a whole day plan, not just a bath. Okay. Number 9. School festivals are too high level. In Japan, most high schools and universities hold a school festival every year. It's almost in September or October. In Japanese, we often call it gakuensai. Gakuensai. It's usually organized by students, and it's kind of a big annual tradition. The purpose isn't really making money. It's more like a celebration of school life or a chance to show what students can create and a way to connect with the community. For high schools, families and local residents often visit. For universities, it can be open to the public. So, if you visit Japan and there is a university's festival, you can go there. You can participate in them. So anyone can come and enjoy it. And the level can be surprisingly advanced. Students don't just set up a table. They build mini cafe, themed attractions, haunted houses, performances, concerts, fashion shows, and the decorations are sometimes seriously impressive. It honestly feels like students casually running their own event production company for a weekend. They do it because they want it to be memorable and because it's fun to create something together. Number 10. Reading the room is deeply rooted, and some people get overly careful. What is reading the room? We call it in Japanese 空気を読む。空気を読む。This is the most typical culture in Japan, I think. 空気を読む。空気 means air, the air. Air. 読む means read. Can you read the air? It's difficult or impossible, right? But we do that. In this case, air means like atmosphere, feelings. Yes, or people's mind. You know? I don't think it's possible, but we do that. So, if you want to the meaning 空気を読む, I would say sensing unspoken social cues. Meaning like sensing unspoken social cues. Wow, it's tough, right? Sensing unspoken social cue. So this means sensing unspoken social cues. That's a tough one. Okay, let me explain that. Experiences like school festivals shape us too. From a young age, we actually learn how to work with people around us. So planning together, sharing roles, reading each other's pace, and creating something as a team. Maybe it comes from that kind of student life, and maybe it's also part of our national character. But in Japan, the culture of reading the room is very strong. It's really strong. It can be a beautiful thing. People notice small details. They try not to disturb others, and they often anticipate what someone might need. But at the same time, it can also make some people overly careful. We call it in Japanese 気にしすぎ. Okay, 気にしすぎ. 気にしすぎ. This means overly careful. You are thinking too much, like that. It happens a lot. Always thinking, is this okay? Am I bothering anyone? Am I saying the right thing? Something like that. So yes, Japan can feel very constellate, but sometimes that kindness comes with pressure too. You can imagine that, right? To be honest, I don't really love this reading the room culture. Of course, being considerate is important. Kindness and respect matter. But I also think it's important to be able to speak honestly, to express what you feel, and to say things directly in a healthy way. Sometimes in Japan, people become so careful that they end up holding everything in. And that can be exhausting, right? So I really hope we can keep the good part, being thoughtful, while also making more space for honest communication. Alright, that's all for today. Which one was the most helpful or the most surprising for you? Please tell me in the comments. On this channel, I share videos where you can relax while learning about Japan or Japanese language. If you enjoyed this, I'd love it if you subscribe. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a peaceful night and day. Thank you. See you again. お疲れ様でした。おやすみなさい。